Pretty sure that I heard another tree die in this process. We are in Clearwater tonight. I'm Allison Morrow.
Hi, I'm Allison Morrow.
I'm Allison Morrow.
And I've gone to a lot of places.
On St. Pete Beach, Allison Morrow.
And now with my former Force Recon Marine husband, I'm going off-grid-ish.
Okay, so this doesn't really have anything to do with the actual Airstream itself, but prior to us moving here, apparently there were some trees that went down. As you can see, there's a tree over there that's half gone. This stump is what remains from another tree. Amazingly, it didn't hit this house when it went down, and there was another tree over there that went down and took out a fence. So, problem, this thing is still somewhat living, and you can see it has these offshoots that keep growing on it, and they have really big thorns. It's almost like an acacia tree. It reminds me of Africa, actually. But this thing grows really big, and it gets in the way of us getting by to do our work on the Airstream. So I have decided that I'm going to try to remove this thing from the ground. So I feel as though that it has enough of its roots taken out that I should be able to jerk it with the Jeep, and I have this jerk strap here to be able to do that. So one of two things is going to happen. It's either going to pull this stump and lift it up like that and make it easy for me to hit it with the chainsaw tomorrow, or it's not going to move at all. So I have pretty good faith in the Jeep. I got it in 4-wheel low, so we'll see what happens. Moved it a little bit, didn't it?
So can we go eat dinner now?
I'm gonna give it one more pull. All right, you ready, my dear?
Yep. Wow.
It's pretty good, huh, honey? That is how you pull a stump out of the ground. That was about better than I could have expected. And luckily I didn't hit the Airstream, which I thought about that, just for those of you who are wondering, like, hey, isn't that a little close to the Airstream before you do that? We're replacing these panels anyways, so I didn't think it was going to cause that much of any kind of catastrophic thing to happen. But yeah, I'm actually pretty happy to have this stump out of the ground now finally, so I can start to hack it up tomorrow.
But now we have to figure out how we're going to keep chalk out of the neighbor's yard, because the stump was like a fence.
What you got? That's my Chucky.
Getting this out of here and not having to pay for getting rid of all the mess that this tree makes, or the remainder of this tree makes, is a good thing for us. So
Pretty sure that I heard another tree die in this process.
no, negative.
Pretty sure, yeah, another tree died in this process. See? Right there.
Oh, it's fine.
Covered up all these screw heads with this stuff. It's not the greatest idea in the world, but I don't know if I can get it out. Nope, doesn't even matter, it just spins freely.
like you were saying earlier, this is the part that I was the most worried about as far as the frame. But the frame looks pretty darn good. I think we've really only got like 1 or 2 outriggers that we'll need to replace, which is not bad. And the rest of the frame looks really good shape. So it's just gonna be a matter of us getting it all cleaned up, repainted, and dropping the superstructure back down on it once we get our subfloor ready.
We purchased the Airstream back in August of 2018, I believe, like late July, early August, and it is now mid-June, and I think I'm calling it gutted. Can I say that? It's gutted officially?
It is fully gutted.
It's fully gutted. So it took us just under a year working full-time jobs, and so if you're wondering how long does it take to gut an Airstream, it's gonna take you about a year if you're working a full-time job and putting in, you know, a few hours here and there on the weekends. If you want to just go at it every weekend, you probably could speed this up and cut that in half. But
I think
we did it.
Weather has a lot to do with that.
And weather, yeah. Seattle's rainy in the winter, so it's not as fun doing stuff like this because you got to watch out for the water.
Big thing that we're gonna have to do is get the belly pans off.
But I mean, I remember doing, you know, my little live trailer talks before YouTube got all shady and didn't allow people with more than or less than 1,000 subscribers to do their live talks on cell phones. But before YouTube got all shady, I was doing live trailer talks in here, sitting right there on the floor with the bathroom right next to me and a wall and a tree behind me, a Christmas tree. And what I've seen slowly is that if we just keep showing up to the Airstream, then eventually we start to see change, and we have gotten the bathroom out and we've gotten the kitchen out, and that all has happened over these sort of slow periods of time. Now look at it, it's totally empty. So it does work if you just stay focused. So here's a little tour of the floor. Frame, I guess. No more floor. And
Little rat's nests.
one of the big lessons I've learned through gutting this Airstream is that everybody's looking for a free ride, and off-gridish living does not just apply to hippies or minimalists like us, but also to all kinds of wildlife like yellow jackets, rats, you name it. Turns out getting out of the city and moving off-grid is popular for all of us, all of God's creatures. So subscribe to the channel, don't forget, and come along for the journey with us. It'll be interesting to start doing these trailer talks that I'm started with, you know, the farmers and the doctors and the scientists and stuff, talk about healthy living and everything in here because there's no floor anymore. So I don't know what we're gonna do, but
Lynn's got ideas.
Yeah, and we're working on hats, new hats for Trailer Talk, which we'll have a big reveal when those come out, so I'm excited about that. Anyway, we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!
Bye.